Join us as we honor the stars, visionaries, and icons who passed between June 20th and 30th, 2016 in the United States. Stuart Nisbet. He was born in January 1934 and he died in June 2016. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A prolific American character actor with a career spanning over 6 decades. He appeared in numerous classic films and television shows. Nisbet was known for his versatility, playing everything from doctors to townsfolk. Dan Daniel. He was born in December 1934 and he died in June 2016. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from a fall. An American radio personality, famously known as Dan Daniel. He was one of the original good guys on New York's WMCA, a dominant top 40 radio station in the 1960s. His upbeat, fast-paced delivery made him a beloved voice of the era. Wayne Jackson. He was born in November 1941 and he died in June 2016. His age was 74 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was congestive heart failure. A Grammy-winning American trumpeter who, as part of the Memphis Horns, became one of the most influential horn selections in music history. He was a key component of the Stax sound, playing on hits for artists like Otis Redding, Sam and Dave, and Elvis Presley. Ralph Stanley. He was born in February 1927 and he died in June 2016. His age was 89 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was skin cancer. A legendary American bluegrass artist known for his distinctive singing and banjo playing. He first gained fame with his brother as the Stanley Brothers. He later achieved global recognition for his haunting vocal performance on "Oh Death" from the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack. Bernie Worrell. He was born in April 1944 and he died in June 2016. His age was 72 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. An American keyboardist and composer, considered a pioneer of funk music. He was a founding member of Parliament Funkadelic, where his innovative synthesizer work defined the P-Funk sound. Worrell also had a significant tenure with the new wave band Talking Heads. Scotty Moore. He was born in December 1931 and he died in June 2016. His age was 84 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A pioneering American rock and roll guitarist, he was the original guitarist for Elvis Presley and a member of his band, the Blue Moon Boys. Moore's playing on Presley's early Sun and RCA records, like Heartbreak Hotel, is considered a foundational element of rock guitar. Peter Hutton. He was born in August 1944 and he died in June 2016. His age was 71 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American filmmaker known for his silent, black and white cinematic portraits of cities and landscapes. His films, such as At Sea, are celebrated for their painterly quality and meditative pace. He was an influential professor of film at Bard College. Mac Rice. He was born in November 1933 and he died in June 2016. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from Alzheimer's disease. An American songwriter and singer who was a key figure at Stax Records. He famously wrote Mustang Sally, which became a massive hit for Wilson Pickett. He also co-wrote the Staple Singers classic, Respect Yourself. Rob Wasserman. He was born in April 1952 and he died in June 2016. His age was 64 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. a Grammy-winning American upright bass player known for his innovative solo work. His albums, duets, and trios featured collaborations with artists like Lou Reed, Bob Weir, and Neil Young. He was a long-time collaborator with Lou Reed. Don Friedman. He was born in May 1935 and he died in June 2016. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. An American jazz pianist known for his sophisticated and lyrical style. He played with many jazz greats, including Clark Terry, Booker Little, and Chet Baker. Friedman was also a respected bandleader and educator. Jim Boyd. He was born in January 1956 and he died in June 2016. His age was 60 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A Native American singer, songwriter, actor, and political leader. He was the primary music composer for the 1998 film Smoke Signals. He also served as the chairman of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation. Jack Fuller. He was born in October 1946 and he died in June 2016. His age was 69 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American journalist and novelist who won a Pulitzer Prize for editorial writing in 1986. He served as the editor and publisher of the Chicago Tribune. Fuller was also the author of several novels. During the administration of President Gerald Ford, Fuller served as Special Assistant to United States Attorney General Edward Levi. Barbara Goldsmith. She was born in May 1931 and she died in June 2016. Her age was 85 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American author, journalist, and historian known for her best-selling biographies. Her book, Little Gloria, Happy at Last, chronicled the famous 1930s custody battle over Gloria Vanderbilt. She also wrote Other Powers, The Age of Suffrage, Spiritualism, and The Scandalous Victoria Woodhull. Alvin Toffler. He was born in October 1928 and he died in June 2016. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and he died in his sleep. An American writer, futurist, and social critic. His works, particularly Future Shock and The Third Wave, were global bestsellers that explored the social and technological changes facing modern civilization. He coined the term information overload. Mike Flynn. He was born in October 1967 and he died in June 2016. His age was 48 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. An American journalist who was a prominent figure in conservative new media. He was the original editor and co-founder of the Breitbart News. Flynn was known for his role in shaping the side's aggressive political style. Bill Cunningham. He was born in March 1929 and he died in June 2016. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from a stroke. A legendary American fashion photographer for the New York Times, he was famous for his candid, on-the-street column, which captured everyday people and emerging trends. Cunningham was known for his blue jacket, bicycle, and humble demeanor. Stanley Gold. He was born in January 1926 and he died in June 2016. His age was 90 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American business executive who was one of the most respected CEOs of his time. He led a massive turnaround at Rubbermaid, making it one of America's most admired companies. He later came out of retirement to save Goodyear Tire and Rubber from bankruptcy. Kenworth Moffett. He was born in 1934 and he died in June 2016. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from heart disease. An American art critic and curator who was a major champion of color field painting. He served as the first curator of contemporary art at Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. Moffat was a prominent supporter of artists like Jules Olitsky and Helen Franklinseller. Simon Ramo. He was born in May 1913 and he died in June 2016. His age was 103 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American physicist, engineer, and business leader, he was widely known as the father of the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile (ICBM), having overseen the Atlas missile program. He was the R in TRW Incorporation, formerly Ramo Woolridge, a major American corporation. Joan Acker. She was born in March 1924 and she died in June 2016. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American sociologist and professor at University of Oregon. She was a pioneering figure in feminist theory. Acker was best known for her work on gender and class and for coining the concept of gendered organizations. Edward L. Selman Jr. He was born in January 1934 and he died in June 2016. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American Episcopal bishop who served as the 13th Bishop of South Carolina from 1990 to 2008. He was a prominent figure in the Episcopal Church. After retirement, he served as the Dean of Nashotah House Theological Seminary. James Green. He was born in November 1944 and he died in June 2016. His age was 71 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was leukemia. An American historian who was a leading scholar of the United States labor history and social movements. He was a professor at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. His book, Death in the Haymarket, was a definitive account of the 1886 Chicago bombing. Irving Gottesman. He was born in December 1930 and he died in June 2016. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American psychologist who was a pioneer in the field of behavior genetics. He was renowned for his landmark studies on the genetic basis of schizophrenia. His work, particularly involving twins, helped establish the biological component of the disorder. Michael Hare. He was born in April 1940 and he died in June 2016. His age was 76 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American writer and war correspondent, best known for his book Dispatches 1977. The book, based on his time covering the Vietnam War, is considered a masterpiece of new journalism. He later co-wrote the screenplay for Full Metal Jacket with Stanley Kubrick. John J. Santucci. He was born in April 1931 and he died in June 2016. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cardiac arrest. An American lawyer and Democratic politician, he served as a district attorney of Queens County, New York from 1977 to 1991. His tenure was marked by several high-profile and controversial cases, including the Howard Beach incident. Jonah Goldrick. He was born in September 1927 and he died in June 2016. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A Polish-born Holocaust survivor who became a prominent real estate developer in Los Angeles. He co-founded the firm Goldrick and Cast. He was a major philanthropist, supporting Jewish causes and co-founding the Los Angeles Museum of the Holocaust. Raymond Bateman. He was born in October 1927 and he died in June 2016. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from pneumonia. An American Republican politician who served in the New Jersey legislature for 20 years. He served as president of the state Senate. Bateman was the Republican nominee for governor of New Jersey in 1977. Jim Hickman. He was born in May 1937 and he died in June 2016. His age was 79 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American professional baseball player, he was an original member of the 1962 New York Mets. Hickman later became an all-star with the Chicago Cubs, hitting the game-winning single in the 1970 All-Star Game. Pat Summitt. She was born in June 1952 and she died in June 2016. Her age was 64 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from Alzheimer's disease. A legendary American women's college basketball head coach and college basketball player, she coached 1,098 career wins, the most in college basketball history at the time of her retirement. She served as the head coach of the University of Tennessee Lady Vols basketball team from 1974 to 2012 and is considered one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. Buddy Ryan. He was born in February 1931 and he died in June 2016. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A prominent American football coach in the National Football League and American Football League. During his 35-season coaching career, Ryan served as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles from 1986 to 1990 and of the Arizona Cardinals from 1994 to 1995. Ryan also served as the defensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears from 1978 to 1985 and of the Houston Oilers in 1993. Zerlin Tipton. He was born in April 1990 and he died in June 2016. His age was 26 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was an accidental gunshot wound. An American professional football running back, he played college football at Central Michigan and signed with the Indianapolis Colts as an undrafted free agent in 2014. Carl Haas. He was born in February 1929 and he died in June 2016. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American auto racing impresario, he co-owned the Newman Haas Lanigan racing team in the Champ Car and IndyCar series with Paul Newman and Mike Lanigan. He also owned Carl A. Haas Motorsports, which competed in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, as well as the Haas Lola Formula One team. Joe Scott. He was born in March 1926 and he died in June 2016. His age was 90 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American professional football player who was a running back in the NFL. He played for 6 seasons, primarily with the New York Giants. He was born in Murchison, Texas, and played college football at Texas A&M. Hal Lear. He was born in January 1935 and he died in June 2016. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American college basketball star who played for the Temple University. He led Temple to the 1956 Final Four. Lear was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player that year, despite his team finishing in 3rd place. After college, Lear was selected by the Philadelphia Warriors with the 7th pick of the 1956 NBA draft. Chaim Avraham Horowitz. He was born in 1933 and he died in June 2016. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. a Polish-born American Hasidic rabbi. He was a leader of a branch of Boston Hasidic dynasty, which was established by his grandfather. If you found these stories meaningful, don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more tributes to the lives that shaped our world.